Jori Competition Round 1 with Red Jori. Once a year, Varanasi Akharas organise Jori and Gada competitions during Naga Panchami Festival, otherwise known as the Cobra Festival. Many Pahalavans come to take part in the competitions and onlookers attend from neighbouring villages. This Jori competition was filmed during the Naga Panchami Festival of 2019. At this point, the Pahalavan is preparing to swing the Jori up from stone blocks. He has to swing the clubs up with straight arms and up onto his shoulders. Sometimes the blocks move because, as you can see, they're being leveled with sand and adjusted with bricks. And obviously this is quite a precarious sort of arrangement, but I mean, this is what they use, and hopefully we'll watch this guy pick this up this time round. Once the Pahalavan actually successfully launches the Jori up onto his shoulders, he can then qualifies to take part in a swing for the maximum amount of reps that he can do. And as you can see, he's now swung the Jori up onto his shoulders. They put them down. He's now going to have mustard oil put onto his shoulders so that the Jori can slide easily on and off his shoulders. And the Jori basically are coated with mustard oil and his shoulders, so that basically you don't get any skin tear happening. There we go, one side and the other. And you'll see when he puts the Jori back, he'll slide it up and down just to make sure that friction-free movement. Now this is coming up as the second version of loading, where he is aided by another guy in his troop or his backup team. Little drink of water first, which they just literally pour into the throat without touching the cup. And now the second Jori is being loaded and he's ready to go. Contestant number 2. You can see him here doing single arm 360s. And now changing arms and in the opposite direction. Next, he's going to pick up the smaller Red Jori at the back there, which stand about 36 inches high. Now, the Red Jori that you can see stationary with the on the right hand side of the screen with the yellow bands, they're about 48 inches high, which is pretty well the full size Jori. So he'll finish off doing a set of these. I'm not quite sure what the count is. Pop them down and then back to the mace for another warm-up. This time is quite a bit heavier. I think it's around about 20 kilos, but I'm not 100% on that. Again, one arm 360s on the right arm and then changing to the left arm. Good grip, and away we go. Okay, here's the proverbial water again. Preparation to pick the Jori up. Now this pickup is different. The last one, if you remember, the guy jumped off the stone blocks and held one Jori up. Here the Jori, he's smoothing the oil with his elbow, and now his partner is loading the other Jori held well above and then locking his hands into the Jori, ready to swing them. Contestant number 3. He's warming up with the mace, and I just wanted to point out a couple of things here. Look at his elbow, the elevation, and where his hand is. There's another freeze coming up in a second, and you'll see that his hand is right over his shoulder, being pulled over. And the mace or Gada is swinging from his elbow. That's the pivot point. The right hand warm up with the Gada. And then the left hand warm up with the Gada. As you can see on the right hand side, the stones, the elevation stones are being built up and leveled with sand to make them nice and stable. And the Pahalavan was going to get up onto those stones and swing the large red Jori. Warming up with the small red Jori, that's 36 inches. I'd a guess, I would say that they're probably around about 15 kilos each, maybe a little bit less, a little bit difficult to tell. I actually didn't find out, which I should have done. And now we're on to the big red Jori, ready to swing them up. And hopefully the stone blocks are going to be nice and stable for him. We shall see. Straight arm swing. Okay, he must have something's, yeah, the bricks moved on his back leg, so we have to correct that. And here we go again. One, 2, and up we go. And as you can see that they have to jump off the stones when the Joris are raised up to the shoulders. All quite precarious and quite dangerous. Now the traditional mustard oil goes onto the shoulders, getting the sweat dried off before the mustard oil goes on. With a paintbrush, as you can see. And here we go. विकास पहलवान खड़ा हनुमान देवशाला बहुत अच्छा 26 साल।